So to get started, I'm going to start by clipping my hair back, and then I'm going to be going in with my Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the smoothing primer. I'm going to put this all over the areas that I feel like I have some texture or some fine lines or wrinkles or pores, anywhere that my skin is giving me some problems, just to smooth it over. Then I'm going to be going in with my Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. I find that I have pretty big pores, so I like to use double the primers to make sure that when I put my foundation on, everything looks nice and smooth. So I'm just putting that in the areas where I feel like my pores are the biggest, and I'm going to be rubbing them in. Once we've got that all rubbed in, then I'm going to be going in with my foundation. I'm using the L'Oreal True Match in shade W4. This matches my tan, even though it doesn't match my face. I'm just going to be blending that in with my Beauty Blender, putting it all over my face and making sure to blend down my neck until there is no more spots of natural skin. Then I'm going to be going in with my concealer. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I'm going to be putting that in anywhere that I want to conceal or brighten, so under my eyes. Then I'm going to be putting it as well on my nose, forehead, cupid's bow, and on my chin. Now I'm taking my damp Beauty Blender and I'm using that to blend out all of the areas that I placed the concealer. Now I'm going in with my eyeshadow primer. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I'm going to be using my fingers just to put this all over my eyelids as a base for our eyeshadow. Okay, so now I'm just taking my damp Beauty Blender again, and I'm just going to pounce out any of the creases. There's nothing on the Beauty Blender. I'm just going to use it to prep under my eyes, because now I'm going to go in with my press powder. This is the L'Oreal True Match powder in the latest shade, and I'm just going to pat that under my eyes to set my concealer. I'm also going to put this everywhere else that I placed the concealer before. I'm going to be going in with my Hoola bronzer. This is by Benefit, and I'm going to use this with a MAC brush, and I'm going to sculpt out my cheekbones. I'm also going to put this on the temples of my forehead. With a different brush but the same bronzer, I'm just going to use this to contour my nose a little bit. I don't do very much of this, but I am doing a little bit just so that it pulls the rest of the face together. Now I'm going in with my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer. This is a little bit warmer than the Hoola bronzer, so I like to use this on top just to warm the skin back up again a little bit. So I'm going to put this on my forehead, and I'm also going to put this a little bit at the top parts of my cheekbones. Just taking my powder brush again, I'm going to go back over with nothing on it. I'm just going to blend out the lines to make sure that everything is seamless. And then I'm going to be going in with my highlighter. This is the Becca Champagne Pop Jaclyn Hill highlighter. And I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight brush. I don't remember what it's called. And I'm just going to put that on the high points of my face. So on the tops of my cheekbones, a little bit above the eyebrow. I'm going to put it on my Cupid's bow as well, and then the tip of my nose. For my blush, I'm going in with MAC Sunbask blush, and I'm going to be putting that just above where I put the bronzer and a little bit below where I put the highlighter. Next, I'm going to clean up underneath the contour, just make sure that nothing looks too muddy. So I'm just taking a little bit of the pressed powder from MAC, the Select Sheer, and I'm going to run it underneath where my contour was to clean it up. Now I'm going in with the Sugar lip treatment. This is the original one. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on now so that the lips are prepped for when we put on the lip products later on. Okay, I'm going to go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I did this off camera just because it takes me a long time and the video would have been too long. Then I'm going in with Clear Brow Gel. This is the Essence one, just to lock and set everything in place. To start the eyeshadow look off, I'm going to be going in with Brûlée and Soft Brown as my transition color, and I'm going to be putting that in my crease with an Exo Beauty blending brush. Next, I'm going in with MAC Rule, and I'm going to be putting this on with the Zoeva Fluffy Blending Brush just over top of where I put that transition color. This is going to warm it up a little bit, and it's also going to make the other colors blend into each other a little bit more seamlessly. Taking a clean blending brush, I'm going to be blending out the tops of those lines. I find that blending out the shadows as you go just makes the end result a lot softer. It also is easier to blend the colors once you put them down rather than having to blend them over another color. Next, I'm going in with the Morphe palette. This is the Jaclyn Hill one, and I'm going to be taking that like chickpea brown, or orange, sorry. And I'm just going to be putting that again over top where I put the Rule, Soft Brown, and Brûlée. Again, the layering process is going to add the depth to your shadow, so using more colors is good. Then I'm going in with a Makeup Forever eyeshadow. This is the I-736 Copper Red eyeshadow. This is an artist shadow, and I'm putting that all over my lid. This is going to be one of the two colors that we put on the lid. Like I said, the multiple colors will add the dimension that you want in a shadow like this, or a shadow look like this. So I'm going to be putting that all over my eyelids right until the crease. I'm not putting this in the crease, and I'm putting this on with a flat shader brush. Going back in with that Morphe Brushes Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going to be taking the shimmery orange shade that's underneath the orange shade that we put in our crease, and I'm going to be putting that on top of where we put the Makeup Forever eyeshadow. I'd also left a little bit of a space towards the inner corner, but I'm going to cover that now with the Morphe shadow. This is just going to keep the inner corners light, but blended with the rest of the look. Going back in with that orange shade from the Morphe palette, the matte one, and I'm going to be putting this in my crease again. I'm going to use this to blend out the two shimmery shadows that we just put on our lid. I'm just going to make sure that all of the lines blend seamlessly together, that there aren't any harsh lines. Going into the same shadow, but on a different, smaller blending brush, I'm going to be blending this under my lower lash line. This is going to be the only color that we put under there, so we're going to pack it on quite dark, but we're going to start with a lighter hand and blend the rest of it out. Now I'm taking my pressed powder. This is the one that I used under my eyes, the L'Oreal True Match, and I'm going to be using this as a highlight for my eyes today. I'm putting it under my eyebrows, and I'm also putting it on the inner corner. I'm using this to further blend the transition shadows into each other and just to clean up that top area there. Okay, now I'm going to be lining my eyes with the Master Precise eyeliner. This is by Maybelline. And I'm not going to do a wing or anything crazy. I'm just going to line the top part slightly so that when I put my false eyelashes on, it has something to blend into. Once my eyeliner is on, I'm going to coat my top lashes and my bottom lashes with some mascara. I'm not going to put very much on the top. I'm just going to coat them so that they're dark and will blend with the false eyelashes. So I applied my false eyelashes off camera. I used the Ardell liquid glue to apply them, and I'm wearing the, I believe it's 110 eyelashes from Kiss. Got them in a 5-pack from Walmart. Now I'm putting on MAC Mahogany lip liner, and I'm just going to line my lips with that as a base for the lipstick that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using ColourPop Lady, and I'm just going to put that all over the lip liner. I did find that this lip color bled a little bit, so it might be worth putting some powder around the edges just in case if you're going to be wearing this combo. And then once I put that on, then the look is done. Thanks for joining, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.